as a person that's experienced a lot of death in my life, I know sometimes I can be a little bit numb to it. You know, I can be a little bit kind of callous towards certain situations. But I've never been as bad as some of the people online now. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rico the Acronym back in the sack again. And it's time for Rico's Rants. So y'all know what I got to talk about. Obviously, you read the damn title, so you already know what's cracking. Let's talk about this CEO getting killed in New York, man. So off the top, I'm going to just go ahead and let you know this is not going to be one of those videos where I'm sitting there like, oh my God, has America lost its empathy? Or, oh my God, it's so horrible people are acting this way towards a man's death. This is not one of them videos, so you might want to go watch CNN or some shit. This is not that video. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard this news, I was at work when I first heard it. I was flipping through my phone and I saw that this man was killed like broad daylight in front of a hotel in Manhattan. And all I could think to myself is like, man, whoever killed him probably had some sick family or something, because like United Healthcare, like that, anyone getting killed from a company like that, the first thing everyone's going to think is going to be like, it had to be something dealing with somebody grieving someone or having to deal with the loss. And so now they're going to take it out on the CEO or whoever, whatever. And it seemed like the initial reaction was just a lot of people honestly either not caring or just kind of like the edgy people started early. They already started making jokes like literally immediately. But after a while, you started seeing I'm not gonna call them simps. It's not really that. It's not really that kind of energy, but it's simpish energy. It's like, oh my God, it's so messed up that people are celebrating the death of that CEO being murdered. Some people even said assassinated, which is like way too. Assassinated ain't the word, man. That guy got shot. Okay, is what it is. Once I started seeing people kind of start caping for this, and I understand where it comes from. It comes from a good place. You don't want to talk bad about the dead. You know, that's kind of kind of a tradition, but it's a dying tradition if we're just gonna be real about it. Like, we live in the age of information, baby. In the age of information, we're not just really venerating everybody that died, because not everybody that died was a good person. Some people that died were little shitbags, man. And I think with this specific example of this specific CEO being killed the way he got killed, and the fact that they haven't caught the shooter, like, you started seeing a lot of people's real feelings come out. And to be honest, you saw everybody's real feelings come out, because the meeting that he was going to, it didn't start late. Some of the people had to step around the crime scene to get into the building. So you saw everybody's real face that day. You saw everybody from the people online that just didn't give a fuck, that had all the, funny, edgy, whatever you want to call, jokes, to the people that he was supposed to be speaking in front of. The people that, worked for him. They were like, man, fuck that shit. We got to keep this meeting going, man. We ain't got time for we ain't got time for all this. Like, I wonder if they even had an in memoriam or anything. Here's the crazy part about that. And if you're from Memphis, the idea of somebody dying at your workplace and work continuing like it's okay, like it's all good, you're very familiar with that, especially if you've worked in the warehouses. I know for a fact that that's happened at XPO Logistics, which is a new company now. I forgot what they renamed it. And I know for a fact that that's happened at FedEx. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Whatever. These are things that happen all the time when you work on the lower level, what they like to call the lower level. When you work, for, 12, 13, 14 an hour offloading boxes. Hopefully they pay them better than that now, but you're still not getting paid enough to thrive. You're still not getting paid enough to really do what you need to do in the world, take care of your family, buy a home, buy a car, you know what I'm saying, and own all these things. No. So people down here, we're used to this shit. I worked on Bill Street, man. Bill Street shit goes down all the time, and them restaurants ain't closing. Them restaurants ain't closing. Them clubs ain't closing. Man, no, they keep, business has to keep on moving. And I think I heard another YouTuber call it just the effects of late stage capitalism, which makes 100% sense to me, because that's exactly what this is. So seeing all these people with all these just quote unquote horrible jokes, all these, non-empathetic people, what did you expect out of these people? What did you expect? Then let's add in the fact that they've only offered, what is it, $10,000 for any information leading to the, arrest of the shooter, which, if you know anything about living in America nowadays, 10,000, it's a lot and it ain't at the same time. Like it's not, I'm not going to deny it, but at the same time, it ain't the greatest incentive, especially when this dude's kind of being looked at like a hero right now. Like, the dude etched on the bullets, denied, defend, depose. Do you know what? That's going to be like generation defining quotes, and hopefully we'll never know who said it, because we don't know who the shooter was. And let's be 100% honest about this, man. If they haven't caught him by now, they're not catching him. He got out of first of all, he got away in New York. New York got all types of cameras and cops everywhere and everything. So he got away. Do you really think the man stayed in the city? Do you really think the man stayed in the state? I don't think he stayed in the country. I think he's somewhere where you can't extradite. That's where I think. But that's just me. That's just my little 2 cents. I don't know nothing. But it ain't looking like they anywhere near finding him. All they got is that one little picture. And by the way, I know people mean well by, sharing the whole, like, don't share his face thing. It's already out there. CNN already got it. Okay? All the major news networks already got it. Not sharing it on Facebook is not going to make it disappear or not. The police have it. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, it's going to be seen regardless of whether it's shared or not. Now, if you don't want to share it, cool, or whatever. But, like, I've seen some people getting a little crunk about that shit, getting a little too, let's be real about it, getting a little bit too white liberal about it. Like, calm the fuck down. On a personal note, if I could speak to the shooter myself, I know that there's a part of me that doesn't agree with it. There's a part of me that doesn't agree with what you did. There's a part of me that wishes that you didn't feel like you had to do that. There's another part of me that doesn't give a damn. And then there's the other part of me that hopes you never get caught. And I know that's going to hurt some feelings. I know people are going to look at me like I'm crazy. I don't give a damn. Okay? That's not what this channel is for. This channel, I'm not trying to this ain't getting monetized. Okay? I already know that. So to go ahead and wrap all this up, like I said, I ain't crying over it. I understand it. I'm not saying I 100% agree with it. You're not going to catch me calling in no tips, man. That's just, it is what it is. So y'all let me know what y'all feeling in the comments, man. Let me know. And of course, like, subscribe, fuck with your boy. I'm finna start doing some streaming here in a second. I got another monitor. I'm still trying to figure out all my little setups and everything. I tried to test the other day. It did not work out well. It got deleted. So we're gonna try it again. I'm probably gonna go live a little bit later, playing a little bit of Red Dead 2. So, lock in with your boy. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.